Marvel Snap users are getting a welcome back rewards package. WhatsApp could soon let iOS users have multiple accounts on one device. And a breathtaking Hubble image of the Tarantula Nebula's outer edge. It's Monday, January 27th, and this is Engadget News. Marvel Snap was one of the unexpected casualties of the TikTok shutdown that briefly went into effect last weekend, and as a way of making things right with users, its developers at Second Dinner are now offering huge rewards packages to everyone directly or indirectly affected. As detailed in an article on social media, U.S. users will get the most substantial compensation, but even players outside of the U.S. will get a global gratitude package for dealing with the disruptions. Second Dinner was able to bring Marvel Snap back online earlier in the week, and it expected the app to be restored in the Google Play Store and App Store in the coming days. In addition to the bonuses, Second Dinner said it's working to bring more services in-house and partner with a new publisher to prevent this type of scenario from arising again. Marvel Snap's current publisher, Newverse, has ties to TikTok's parent company ByteDance, which is what got it swept up in the ban initially. Importantly, Second Dinner noted a player's usage of a VPN will not affect their eligibility. This includes players from outside the U.S. VPNing into the U.S. to try and receive the U.S. downtime package. The latest WhatsApp beta update for iOS gives users the ability to add and switch between multiple accounts on a single device. That's according to WA Beta Info. It comes over a year after the feature became available for Android. With the latest version for iOS, users are given a choice when adding a second account to the app. WA Beta Info reports they can set it up as a standalone primary account or scan a QR code to link the new account as a companion. The update is available now for beta testers through Apple's Test Flight program. On Android, running two accounts simultaneously on WhatsApp requires a dual SIM situation, as each account must have its own phone number. WhatsApp does offer another app, WhatsApp Business, that users can set up on a second account on using a different phone number, but that still means jumping between two apps. The Android update and what's currently being tested for iOS allow users with two phone numbers to keep all their conversations in one app. The Hubble Space Telescope is still trucking along more than 30 years after its launch, observing the universe and sending home images for all of us to marvel at. Well, last week, NASA and the European Space Agency highlighted an image captured by Hubble of the highly productive Tarantula Nebula in the Large Magellanic Cloud, and it is a sight to behold. The Tarantula Nebula is the largest and the most productive star-forming region in the local universe, with stars roughly 200 times as massive as the Sun at its center, and that's according to NASA. This Hubble view gives us a look at the outskirts of the nebula, revealing layers of colorful gas and stars. The Tarantula Nebula sits within the Large Magellanic Cloud, a nearby dwarf galaxy, and while the final result we see is filled with brilliant colors, Hubble's images initially come back in grayscale. As NASA has explained, scientists can create a composite color image by taking exposures using different color filters on the telescope, assigning a color to each filter that corresponds to the wavelength of that filter, and then combining the images. The new image of the Tarantula Nebula doesn't just represent visible light, but ultraviolet and infrared too. In such a case, colors are assigned to those wavelengths we cannot normally see. And if you'd like to check out that image, just check out this article at Engadget.com. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Cheyenne McDonald and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.